Hello, glad you're here today with us. I pray that we could be a help to you. Pastor John here. There's many things that we as God's people have trouble with from time to time through our days and through our years. I could absolutely speak on the tongue. Our tongues get us in more trouble than any other member of our body probably. We say things we wish we wouldn't have said. We utter the words, well, I didn't think about it before I said it, or I wouldn't have said it. That type of statement. We have trouble with doubting. It's God, I need this prayer answered, if you will. But if you can't, we doubt him right away. We have trouble with our testimonies. We say one thing and do another thing. But today I want to think about the word patience. It's something that we face every day in some way. I mean, the age in which we live, I believe, has a lot to do with it. We try to use our smartphones. Just about everybody has a smartphone. I remember in my lifetime when only real rich people had cell phones. And then they were them great big bag phones you held, with the antenna way up in the air, and you held them up to your head and stuff. But we try to use our cell phones, and they seem like they're so slow. And we growl, and I'm one of the chief growlers probably. We growl because the internet is so slow, and I'm one of the chief growlers probably. I mean, it takes 10, 15 whole seconds for it to come up, and we growl because it's so slow. We want it to be faster than what it is. In James chapter 8, or in James chapter 5, verse 8, it says, "Be ye also patient, establish your heart, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh." As hard as it is to wait on the Lord, it sure is the right thing to do. Whenever we try to venture out on our own way, whenever we try to clear our own paths, we find out we've cleared the path, but we've cleared it in the wrong direction, or it ends up at the wrong finish line. It's about serving God and doing it His way. I mean, if we're honest and we read the story about the trek across the wilderness from the Egyptians with God's people, we'd probably growl too. If we're honest, here's a way that's the long way around this way. It's like going up 40 toward Clear Spring. We live in the Clear Spring area. You can go up 40 and take a straight shot. It's through town. It's a lot shorter. Or you can go to the interstate and come out and go 5 miles around it seemed like, and come into the same place. And we run out of patience. Patience runs thin sometimes. It's all about serving that God, that person we call Christ. It's all about serving Him in the way He wants us to serve Him. I'm saying sometimes we need to just slow down a little bit, push that on the back of an appliance, on the front of some appliances. There's a little reset button, and it goes wacky sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't work, but a lot of times you just push that little reset button and it straightens out. And sometimes we just need to push that little reset button on our lives, slow down a little bit, and it all works out. And don't take me wrong. I'm not saying that we wait by waiting. I'm not saying that you sit back, sip your iced tea, and do nothing for God at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that while we're waiting on the next direction from God, we're doing what we already know we're supposed to do. So we're already busy. We're already doing what we're supposed to do. We're just waiting on the next installment of God's plan for our lives. So let's today be busy for Christ and patiently wait on the next step. Now, as always, go with patience and make it a good day.